Hello everyone, my name is Ellie. I'm lucky last. At any point in time that you don't understand what I'm saying, I've got Steve, Damien and the whole team at the back to translate it for you. So, yeah. Myself again, my name is Ellie and I'm currently the reservation manager at Vibe Hotel in Rochester Bay. So it has been a year of learning and growing. And almost feel like yesterday that I received the letter of acceptance from Casper. And I cannot be thankful enough. I'm very excited today to be here and share my story with you guys. So, before I joined FLP, I have by many times attempted to apply for different roles in different property. I want to achieve my goal and I want that to happen instantly. But that was many times of failed attempt. So, I get to sit back and think, something is not right there. I was rushing too much. And funny enough how that moment I realized my story actually relates to the story of Forrest Gump. Let me explain to you. So Forrest Gump, this character, he has never ever planned to lead any extraordinary life of living his life. The only way that he knows how to do is to run. It is running that gets him to, away from the bullies and later on to unit, and then later on to the army. It is also running, the consistent way of practice, the only thing he knows how to do, save the captain later on become his best friend. And together they make a lot of money. But the point is, he's consistently practice what he's good at, what he's doing. It would be different otherwise he would be rushing. So how's that related to me? I was rushing a lot. I was wanting to get my goal without knowing how to get there. So then I realized FLP might be a right call for me. So I set back at Rushes, stopped the madness applying for jobs everywhere, and I get accepted. It was the best decisions I have ever made in my life, and here I am, get to exactly where I want to be, where I aim myself to be within 2 years of graduating, without any rushing. And I cannot thank Rushy enough for being with me. Sorry. So, why is that saying on the board? Because things happen for a reason and it's only happen when the time is right. That's the fascinating thing about time is that you cannot predict it, or in other words, you cannot predict the future. And that's why the best thing about the future is that it's come one day at a time. So, this is my journey. So I thought I'd share you a bit of background about how and why I'm doing hospitality as a career. This is me, 5 years old, but all I worry about is to avoid onion in my food. Still do. This is me graduating from high school in Vietnam, where I find myself bitten with that travel bug. So I want to find a career that helped me to travel, and bingo, I found hospitality. I still remember back then how the people that I know tell me how crazy I am to go overseas, spending all those money to study waiting table and cleaning rooms, while all of my friends actually doing law or medicines. So here I am, having my first job at front office all-rounder at the Vibe Hotel accountant. I learned a lot during this road, and I also experienced 6 months in Melbourne, which is really great. So this is me. At my graduations, where I received my bachelor degree in hospitality management, this is the moment where I can prove to my homemade that hospitality is not just about cleaning table or waiting table or work in hotel. It is the passions that keep me doing what I do. It is the style, the innovations, the changes, the team, the vibe that keep me going every day after day. Yes, maybe it does help me to travel a lot, but it's no longer the priority reason of why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And this is Rushy, where I spent the last 3 years, and yeah, October is my 3rd year celebration here, so I'm very excited. And I cannot be where I am without the help and supporting of these people. I like to share with you my values because it is what I believe in to be the best version of myself and to connect with people, to build a team of commitment and achieve the highest standard. A leader must be the model of the way, a leader must model the behavior that expected own team members to be. Trust and honesty are at the foundations of how I model the way. I recently moved to the position of reservation managers, stepping into this role after Julian and Jeremy, who both have more than 10 years of experience in revenue. It's a bit precious, you know. So it is really important for me to gain trust from the team, which is just behind you, Sam and Eileen right there. So I do this by supporting the team with all the knowledge that I know. I'm good at processing reservations, but my revenue knowledge is really minimal. I'm honest to the team about that. So whenever I learn a new way to filtering data to easy RMS, for example, I will share with the team. Some fun fact, for example, travel agent merging together, I will share with them as well so that we can grow together as a team. As a manager, I'm always trying to be the best version of myself that reflect the values I believe in. These two values go side by side. Honesty, embrace authenticity, and then build trust. These are the qualities that guide me find my voice to share thoughts and expectations in my own words. So by creating a cohesive team, we then lead the team to achieving the same goal. At Rushies, our goal is to having a great place to stay for our guests and a great place to work for our team members. So what we want for our guests is a great place to stay. Guest experience relies on the efficiency of the team members. So it is important, if you want a guest to have a good stay, you have got to get a good team members going there. I want to challenge the process of moment of truth when a front office team member would hesitate to make a decision they're unsure of. I have come across so many instances where a team member will go and say, let me get my duty managers. Let me transfer your call to the reservation department. Of course, this might be the best course of actions when the query is too complicated, but it can easily become the habit, and I want to change that. The longer the guests have to wait, the more complicated a simple complaint can become. So I want to create that one-stop shop experience that all guests can then get from the Vibe host. During my year, I have this 1 year, 12 months, I have been lucky enough to have the best mentor that I can ever have. I'm working closely with Rebecca and then Tala to understand conferencing and event, and then Alex at food and beverage to understand costing and set up table and all that sort. And then I have learned how to allocate rooms using Protel from the housekeeping perspective and what to look for when you're inspecting a room, for example, in housekeeping. I've learned revenue strategy and yielding and all of that with my previously reservation manager, which is Julian and Jeremy, all of which helped me to understand the hotel operations from very different angles. With this knowledge, I quickly progressed from reservation coordinator to become duty managers in February, and later on reservation manager in May, which I'm very lucky. Having had the opportunity to have look at the hotel in so many different perspectives, I want to share my knowledge. So with this in mind, I decided to set up cross-training sessions run by me. The idea is that cross-training sessions would then transforming to yes attitude, from no to yes, and then that yes attitude would then become the consistency in level of service, and that will create a great yes day. So during my 45-minute training session weekly, I will share the information with the team. So the issue I come across is how to not board the senior team members, as well as get the basic knowledge to the new team members. So I will start the session with the basic, step of how to do things, and then relate it to a lot of different departments. For example, when I did a training session on routing, I also related to how a reference number in the booking is so important for logistics to upload invoice, and then we get paid to avoid age debt. And then when entering a crew list from Qantas, it is important that we input a salutation so that when a crew member calls down to the restaurant, the salutation then shown on the form output, and then we can apply proper discount. And that will avoid delay in checkout and speed up everything, get everything smoother. All of this was designed to level the understanding and create a consistency in service. I also found it challenging to find time to follow up with team members, one-on-one, considering the very busy workflow at Rushy daily. So what I did is I have added extra tasks daily for members to practice as well as to get something for them new, to refreshing every day, so not to be bored at daily tasks. The result has shown clearly through the yes attitude. When I do my daily report of new reservations, I've seen a lot more reservations come through that is made by the receptionist team members with not like 1, not like 2, and routing and payment instructions is done correctly. The team has now become more productive rather than just call for duty managers or ask reservations in the morning to call the guests back when they're here. So that's something I'm very proud of. Of course, every victory needs to be praised. We celebrate small wins as well as a big win here at Rushy. So we would give out things like incentive to every positive mentions on TripAdvisor, and every 3 mentions you get a free night stay here. I think it's really important for the team to experience the products as well as, it might be good for them to have a night out and somewhere to sleep quickly. So, when Rushy hit forecast in June, which is my first full month as reservation managers, this was predicted to be very challenging to get this number of 933K. But we made it, so we celebrated. What we did is, this ball will live with the word above. Everything is above, that's good. And then I arranged for some sushi, to be, can't pronounce that word, to be delivered to the hotel, and all team members can share a bit of love. So it is really important to keep the team happy, to keep the good vibrations going, and to keep people feeling worthy and that they are making a difference in everyday life. I am very big on fun. Laughter is contagious and it's really important, especially in people industry where every day you give out so much energy to make sure that people stay, the guest stay is splendid, but so often that you did not receive the same energy back. So that's why the work culture is there to serve as an energy pump, to keep the motivations, the energies going up and keep the team happy. So I'd like to share with you some stats. If you live to 50 years old, and you sleep, this is just you work 8 hours a day and you sleep 8 hours a day. 50 years old, you will spend 35% of your waking hour at work. And when you live to 76 years old, 21% of your waking hours will be at work. What a dull life it would be if 20% of your life is to spend at the place that you don't want to be, but you kind of have no choice. So, here in Rushy, we constantly practice fun. It's not just a night out, it can be decorations, it can be, selfie, lots of selfie, eat the treat, the chocolate, or just a pizza night when everybody forget the dinner. And that's Damien. We have to constantly making that 20% of somebody else's life as amazing as it can be. That's what I think. So yeah, that's what Lush, when they're having a conferencing here, and that's Christmas, and that's Steve. And finally, I could not have been here to where I am now without the love, the support, the patience of everybody, of these incredible people. To those who have helped groom me, my biggest thanks to you all. And I'm very grateful to stand here and share with you my story. Thank you.